Bears fans, get ready because the 2025 offseason is here, and this one is massive. The Chicago Bears are standing at a crossroads. They've got a new head coach. They've got their franchise quarterback. They've got cap space, high draft picks, and a fan base starving for success. But now comes the hard part, turning potential into reality. This is not just another offseason. This is the offseason, the one that could change everything. If the Bears get it right, we're looking at a playoff team, maybe even a contender. If they get it wrong, well, we've been down that road before, and nobody wants to go back. The 2025 offseason is a defining moment in Chicago Bears history, and the pressure is on. Every decision made in the next few months will dictate the trajectory of this team for years. It's a time for action, a time for bold moves, and a time for the Bears to rise to the occasion. The front office, the coaching staff, and the players all have roles to play. And make no mistake, getting this offseason right could mean the difference between another lost decade and a return to dominance. To make this the most successful offseason in franchise history, the Bears must answer 3 burning questions. Let's break them down and get into what needs to happen for Chicago to finally rise to the top of the NFC. Will the Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams partnership work? Bears fans, we have been here before. A new quarterback, a new head coach, new hope, but this time it has to work. Ben Johnson isn't just some guy. He's a top-tier offensive mind. He turned the Lions into an offensive powerhouse. He made Jared Goff look like an elite quarterback again. And now he's in Chicago to mold Caleb Williams into a superstar. Let's talk about Caleb. His rookie season, promising. 3,541 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. A solid foundation, but far from perfect. Now, it's about what happens next. Will he make the leap? Will he take his game to the next level? That's the real question. The best quarterbacks in the league take a big step in their second year. Patrick Mahomes did it. Joe Burrow did it. Josh Allen, he needed a bit more time, but when he took off, he became a force. The Bears need Caleb Williams to follow that same path. Ben Johnson's system is built for quarterbacks. It's creative, fast, and designed to get playmakers the ball in space. But it's also complex. It requires discipline. It requires timing. It requires work. If Caleb Williams puts in the time, if he buys in 100%, this could be the start of something special. But there are no guarantees in the NFL. Talent alone isn't enough. Caleb has to show up, he has to put in the work, he has to lead. The entire future of the franchise depends on it. Beyond the scheme and preparation, there's chemistry to build. Williams and Johnson must be on the same page. They must develop a rhythm, a trust, an unspoken connection that allows them to adapt and thrive under pressure. The best duos in the league don't just work together, they elevate each other. If Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson can reach that level, the Bears' offense could be one of the most dangerous in the NFL. This partnership isn't just about developing Williams, it's about building an offensive identity. The Bears need a system that maximizes their weapons, whether that's through quick passes, deep shots, or a strong run game. Johnson has to tailor his playbook to Williams' strengths while challenging him to expand his game. If this clicks, Chicago might finally have a franchise quarterback and a head coach who can bring out the best in him. How will Ryan Poles rebuild the offensive line? It doesn't matter how good Caleb Williams is if he's running for his life every play. The offensive line has to be fixed. No more patchwork solutions, no more stopgaps. This has to be the year the Bears invest in protecting their quarterback. Let's start with what we know. Darnell Wright, he's locked in at right tackle. That dude is a monster, a future Pro Bowler. But beyond that, a lot of question marks. Braxton Jones at left tackle, solid but not elite. Can the Bears find an upgrade? Maybe, maybe not. But the interior offensive line, that's where the real problems are. The Bears need help at guard. They need a rock-solid center. They need a line that can not only protect Caleb, but also open lanes for the run game. A balanced offense is a dangerous offense, and it all starts up front. Ryan Poles has options. He can go big in free agency, targeting guys like Trey Smith, a proven stud who would instantly upgrade the interior, or he can turn to the draft where top-tier linemen like Will Campbell from LSU could be franchise-changing players. The best move? Do both. Sign a proven veteran and draft a young stud. Build a line that can dominate for years to come. Because without protection, nothing else matters. You can have the best quarterback in the world, the best weapons, the best play caller, but if the offensive line collapses, it's game over. Beyond just signing players, the Bears need cohesion. Offensive line play is about chemistry. These 5 guys have to operate as one unit, communicating, adjusting, and trusting each other. That means investing in coaching, making sure the system fits the personnel, and keeping the group together long enough to gel. A great offensive line isn't just about talent, it's about teamwork. Can the Bears build a championship-caliber defense? We all love offense, it's exciting, it's fun, but let's not forget, defense wins championships, and while the Bears have made strides, they're not there yet. The secondary, loaded. Jaylon Johnson, a lockdown corner. Kyler Gordon and Tyreek Stevenson, young, talented, hungry. But you know what helps a great secondary? A dominant pass rush. Right now, Montez Sweat is the guy, but he needs help. The Bears need another edge rusher, someone who can get after the quarterback and disrupt plays. That's why this offseason, adding a pass rusher is non-negotiable. Josh Sweat in free agency, that would be a dream. But even if that doesn't happen, the draft is packed with pass rush talent. The Bears can find their guy and pair him with Sweat to form a deadly duo. And let's not forget about the interior. The Bears struggled against the run last year. Adding a dominant defensive tackle, that could take this defense from good to great. Ryan Poles has the money. He has the draft capital. Now it's time to make the moves that will put this defense over the top. Defense isn't just about personnel, it's about attitude. The Bears need a defense that plays with aggression, speed, and intelligence. That means a strong defensive coordinator, a scheme that maximizes their strengths, and players who buy in 100%. If they can create an identity as a fast, physical, and dominant defense, they can be a force in the NFC. Will Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams become the next great coach-QB duo? Will Ryan Poles fix the offensive line and finally give Williams the protection he needs? Can the Bears build a defense that can compete with the best? This is it. This is the moment, the offseason that changes everything. And Bears fans, I don't know about you, but I'm fired up. Hit that like button, subscribe for more Bears content, and drop a comment. What's the biggest move the Bears have to make this offseason? Bear down.